if you're using a credit card and now you're in credit card debt, you got to get rid of the credit card. You're using the credit card the wrong way, and the interest will never be worth it when you have to pay the interest to get the perks. I like credit cards because, well, when I make my purchases, I'm also getting cash back. And this cash back can be an investment bonus for me at the end of the year. It could be a way for me to just have a free vacation. It could do a lot of different things. I like those things. Now, when I use a credit card, I'm just going to be very transparent with you. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these credit card companies. I'm just telling you what I use and what I do. I have 3 different general categories of credit cards. I have my personal cashback credit cards. I have my business credit cards, and then I have travel credit cards. I am not the best when it comes to travel or credit card hacking. I just don't spend a lot of time trying to figure that out. So I'm going to be very honest with you there. I like cashback. So when I have my personal expenses, when I go out and I go pump gas or go get groceries or do my personal expenses, I'm just going to put that on my personal credit card, which is going to give me the best cash back. That's all I'm looking for, period. I don't really care about all the other stuff. I'm just getting cash back for my expenses because I like the cash back and I like the purchase protection, period. When it comes to my business, same thing. I have separate sets of business cards for my businesses, my real estate investment businesses, entities, my businesses here, Briefs Media, Minority Mindset, all have their own credit cards. Now those credit cards, again, my goal is just cash back. I have a lot of expenses in my business, whether it's advertising, whether it's softwares, technologies, everything in between. There's a lot of expenses that are needed. Put those on the credit card because I have to make those expenses as it is, but I get 2% cash back for every dollar that I spend. So if I spend $100,000 over the course of a year, that's $2,000 in cash back for doing nothing except making the expenses that I had to make anyways with a credit card. The third thing are my travel credit cards. Now with these travel credit cards, I have fees on these cards. Now again, some people like to play that game of trying to hack the credit card. How do you get the best value out of it? For me, it's just a luxury. I pay for luxury things because it provides the value to me. The value to me with my travel cards is number one, getting access into the travel lounges, getting through TSA PreCheck and clear, and then having access to upgrades, things like rental car upgrades, having things like hotel upgrades. I use those hotel upgrades a lot. I have spent a lot of nights in hotels in the past couple of years. And it's kind of funny because more than a couple of years ago, I don't know how many years ago, we'll go back a number of years where I used to go, and when I used to go and try to find a hotel, the number one thing that I would look at is the price. Red Roof Inn, whatever it was, the cheapest hotels that I could find on the side of the highway for $29 a night, $39 a night, maybe $49 a night, and then we'd pack as many people as possible into that one hotel room. I never cared about which hotel beds were there. I never cared about what the rooms looked like. I just wanted a place to sleep that wasn't going to cost me money. And then fast forward a few years, I remember this very vividly because it was the weirdest thing ever. My wife and I went to Chicago, and we stayed in this place called the Embassy Suites. And this was like right around the time we had just gotten married, and we stayed at the Embassy Suites. And I was like, dude, I went to my wife and I was like, did you sleep okay last night? She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, me too. I slept really good. Like I never slept good in hotel beds ever. And I was like, I fell asleep and I stayed asleep the entire night. And I just woke up and I was like, I feel really good. She was like, yeah, that was really weird. Now, so that happened. Then we were getting a new mattress for our house. And we were talking about which mattress to get. And it was kind of funny because I still remember the Embassy Suites bed. And I was like, dude, something was up with that bed and that mattress because I slept really good. So true story, I called up the Embassy Suites in Chicago and I asked them which mattresses they have. The lady who picked up the phone, the receptionist, was really confused. And she was like, check our website. And what I realized was I wasn't the only one asking these questions. And I started realizing that Embassy Suites has their own line of mattresses that they use. And I saw that certain hotel brands, like Hotels and Marriott's, carry a certain standard with which mattresses they use. So now I was like, whoa, I did not know that. Some hotels really care about the sleep that their guests get. Now, me as a business person, as an entrepreneur, when I have a lot of things to do, it helps when I get a good night of rest. So maybe it's worth it for me, instead of paying the $29 or $39 a night for the motel or hotel, for me to just pay the $200, $250 a night, $300 a night, maybe $500 a night, whatever it might be, for a nicer hotel room That way I get a nicer bed. And before, that was like the craziest decision. Why the heck would I pay $300 a night for a hotel when I can get a hotel for $30 a night? It made no sense to me. But then I realized that the quality of your sleep matters. And that was when I realized, oh, it's kind of nice staying at nicer hotels, which didn't make sense to me before. And now with certain credit cards, you can also get free upgrades when you stay at some place like a Hilton or a Marriott. So for me, now because I like to get a good night of sleep when I go to a hotel, I like the upgrades because I would get more space. I have maybe sometimes a suite for free or for a free upgrade because I have that credit card. So that has value to me. But again, it has to be in the right stage of where you are in your career and in your life. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.